The American dream is not dead. Your life is not horrible. This is the best time in the history of man to be alive. There's more opportunity now, more chance to be somebody, more chance to build wealth and change your family tree. It's easier now at this moment than at any time in human history.
Easier? I don't know, Dave. I got to disagree with you on this one. I mean, is there more opportunity and resources to make it into the top 10% today for the American dream? Absolutely. But you know the group that's been left behind? The typical essential workers. I mean, if you look back to 1996, 30 years ago, 2 EMTs fall in love. They're making 46 grand, which is more than the median household income back then. They want to buy the median house, $120,000, 20% down, 24 grand, 6 months of savings, 7.8% interest rate, payment out the door, $840, 22% of their gross income. Beautiful. Today, 2 EMTs fall in love, $90K, $405,000 for the median house, 20% down payment, $80K, almost an entire year of both their salaries, 6% interest rates out the door, $24.50 for their payment, 33%. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. $46,000 to $90,000 adjusted for inflation is a 0% increase for their wages. Yet the housing went up 67%. Healthcare on the employee portion, 190% increase. Groceries, 125%. College, 150%. Cars, 90%, all adjusted for inflation. And EMTs is just an example for my story. The typical essential worker, EMTs, 911 dispatcher, nursing aide, medical assistant, forklift operator, warehouse worker, delivery driver, utility worker, construction laborer, electrician apprentice, sanitation worker, bus driver, maintenance, security guard, school custodian. Typical essential jobs have been left behind. At best, they've had a 5 to 10% wage increase where everything else has increased this much. They have been left behind. These are essential jobs that just 30 years ago could buy a house, raise a family, and live the American dream. So the American dream is alive and well, but you got to be in the top 20%. What happens to the people in the bottom 80%?
The American dream ain't real, never was. It's a bedtime story they tell the poor so we don't wake up and burn the whole system down. Work hard, play by the rules, and you'll make it. Yeah? Then why are millions of us barely scraping by while billionaires hoard enough money to end poverty 100 times over? They tell us it's about effort, that if you're struggling, it's your fault. Not the rigged economy, not the landlords jacking up rent 150% since the 90s, not the fact that minimum wage hasn't kept up with inflation since the 60s, and not the fact that half of us don't have $500 for an emergency.
Before we go on, like the video and send this to your boomer parents, they friends, and send it to all of them, the ones that are in denial.
While CEOs make that in a second. Nah, it's you. You just didn't try hard enough. I say bullshit. They say go to college, but a degree don't mean nothing when you're drowning in debt you'll never pay off. Student loans in this country total $1.7 trillion. And who profits? The same banks that needed bailouts while we all lost our homes in 2008.
I never understood that either. I never understood how they can get bailed out but normal people can't. And continue to enrich themselves, but you got normal people that'll go to jail for tax evasion and stuff like that. They can bail out though.
The same politicians that send their kids to Ivy League schools with no debt, no struggle, and no worries. It was never about giving us a future. It was about trapping us. They say, buy a house. With what? Wages ain't moved in decades. Rent so high, can't even save. The average home price is 5 times what it was in the 80s, and they want to tell us
people are averaging more for rent than mortgages. This is a fact.
It's just inflation? No, it's greed. It's billionaires and banks buying up homes, turning neighborhoods into playgrounds for the rich, pushing working people into the dirt. They say just get a good job. Where? Factory jobs are all gone. Retail jobs can barely pay rent. Healthcare costs can wipe out your whole life savings overnight. They say the economy is booming. But for who? Because it ain't the single mom working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. It ain't the guy breaking his back in a warehouse with no benefits. And it sure as hell ain't the millions working harder than ever just to stay broke. And then they tell us, well, at least you have freedom. Freedom to what? To die because we can't afford insulin? To work ourselves to death while billionaires ride rockets to space? To choose between rent and food? That ain't freedom. That's a death sentence. The truth is, the American dream is a leash, a scam, a fantasy to keep us obedient, to keep us blaming ourselves instead of the real enemy, the ones who rigged the game in the first place, and they will keep us chasing that lie until the day we die, unless we finally say enough. We don't need to work harder. We don't need to suffer more. We need to take back what's ours. We built this country. We keep it running, and we're the ones struggling? Nah, not anymore. The dream is dead. Time to build something real.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
The American dream. You get up at 5 in the morning. You rush to be out of the house by 5:30. Try to make it to work at 6. You work a 12-hour shift. In those 12 hours, you take crap from your managers and coworkers. You eat at whatever time they say that you can eat for the amount of time that you can eat. You have sick days, but if you use them, it's frowned upon. So if you want to aspire to be anything within the company, try not to use them. Then you work until you're 62 years old. You pay bills until you die, and you're expected to be grateful. Forgive me, but it doesn't make any sense. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I can go out to work to provide for my house. In fact, the Bible says that he who does not work should also not eat. So I'm in favor of hard work. What I'm not in favor of, though, is abuse. People putting their jobs in factories before their own health. When they don't need you anymore, you're gone. But if you want to leave, you better put in those 2 weeks. So yeah, it's a scam.
Man, honestly, fuck the American dream. The American dream ain't never did nothing for nobody but put them in some goddamn debt. You buy a house, you in debt. You buy a car, you in debt. You start a business, you in debt. You try to go to school, you in debt. You telling me there ain't shit we can do in this life to where a motherfucker ain't got to be in debt? Like nothing? And it's like, I know God intended for us to do more than just clock in and die. Because at this fucking point, that's all we doing. We barely making enough to survive, and we clocking in and dying. That's all the fuck we doing.
America is a system that you can never win in, but I can't convince everyone of that. But watch this video, maybe you might believe them.
Amazing news, everyone. We are the richest country in the history of the world.
Yeah, so we've heard. Can we have healthcare?
No, that would never work.
Can we have affordable housing?
No.
What about public transportation?
No.
Childcare and parental leave?
No.
Can we make college accessible? Well, then how would we even keep you in debt? Think. Sorry, so what can we have?
War. We can always afford war.
You damn right, they got endless amounts of money for war. Clean give it away. Throw bombs at each other like Nerf balls. But if you pay off your house, you do not own that motherfucker. But I guess a few people don't believe me, so watch this.
Congratulations on paying off your house.
Thank you. I finally own my home.
I love that for you. Now pay property taxes.
Wait. For what?
For owning the home.
But I already paid for the home.
Yes, that was for the structure.
And the land?
That's rented.
For who?
Us.
For how long?
Forever.
And if I stop paying?
We take the house.
But I bought it.
Correct.
And now you maintain it for us. So this is renting?
No, this is home ownership.
So what did I actually buy?
A lifetime subscription with surprise price increases.
Surprise price increase? A lifetime of subscription? Basically, I don't own shit. The property taxes I give you every single year, I'm just paying you not to take my shit. And the mortgage most people give, they just get half of what renters give. And what renters give, damn it, they just getting scammed in a lot of ways. Because the moment they get behind on any fucking payment, out you go with no hesitation. A little bit with the owner of your house, at least you got a few years with the property tax to get behind. On the mortgage, you'd have a little while on that. You ain't gonna get kicked out as quick as it is as a renter. But the renters, damn it, you're screwed in some type of way. Just my opinion, just being honest, they will fund wars and throw bombs at each other before they give the American people any money. I just summed it up, right? I got it all correct. We on the same motherfucking ballpark. Just my opinion, just being. I hope that Cam cartoon have gave y'all the knowledge y'all been looking for. You don't own shit, and this is a scam.
A damn thing. Shout out to this creator, man.
There's multiple generations of Americans who can't afford to buy a house, who can't afford to go to college, who can't afford to have children. We own nothing. We can't build anything. We can't create anything. We can't own anything. And now there's going to be nobody to pass it all on to. When millions of people feel locked out of the American dream, you're going to see a breakdown of civic engagement. Like, why vote if the system is rigged? Why pay taxes if none of that money is going to help any of us retire? It's not going to our infrastructure. It's not benefiting any of us. Look at Japan. Look at China. They've been investing their tax-paying money into their citizens for decades. If you go to travel in any of those countries, you're going to feel like you're living in 2050.
I said this in one of my previous videos. You can come with the American propagandized argument all the hell you want. The proof is in the pudding. Say what you want to say. They live a better quality life than we do over here.
You're not. We're living in 1970 back here. To all the boomers out there who voted for this stuff, there's going to be nobody to take care of you. Because those of us in our 20s and 30s, we're not having kids. For what? When people have nothing to lose, they stop playing by the rules. So either give us something that we can lose, give us something to fight for, or it's not going to go very well. Long term, things are not going to get better if they don't break and stop voting against what's good for us. If the powers that be don't wake up and realize you have to give us something, because if we have nothing, it's not going to go well for you. And those of you who've been voting for this, stop.
The American dream is a scam. All you have to do is work hard. This is a meritocracy. Do you know how many people are working hard and have been working hard their whole life? And all they have to show for it is like some sort of chronic health condition and a fuck ton of debt. It's not real. It's not real. The thing they've been selling us isn't real. We'll just create jobs for everybody. Everybody will have jobs. There could be a chicken on every table or whatever. But here's the thing. We're going to create all the jobs in the place where it's too expensive for anybody who has those jobs to live there. So then they'll have to commute. They'll have to commute to the job. Because work hard, you'll be successful. Then by the time they're done commuting in their home, 10 hours of their day are gone. But we'll give them 2 days off. But they'll work so hard that on those 2 days, one of them is just recovering from all of the work that they've done, and the other one is just preparing to do more work. So when are you supposed to wake the fuck up? Do you want to be an accountant? Do I want to be a banker? Am I really into plumbing? Actually, I do think blue collar work is a wonderful service and probably very rewarding. But I thought I was doing it right. I followed all of your rules. I did everything you told me to do, and I'm miserable. And I'm miserable. Stop buying it. I think we can all just get paid to be ourselves. I think abundance is our natural state, and this is a scam.
And the unfortunate part about this video is you'll get a boomer that sees this and just say, oh, you know, they're all just complaining, blah, 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 because it don't affect them. They benefited when it was most beneficial. Like I said, they got to where they are and then pulled the ladder up behind them. All right.
Is not dead. Your life is not horrible. This is the best time in the history of man to be alive. There's more opportunity now, more chance to be somebody, more chance to build wealth and change your family tree. It's easier now at this moment than at any time in human history.
Easier?
People aren't mad enough yet. And you know, not sad to say, but it hasn't affected people enough. Y'all feeling it. Y'all feeling it. Feeling it too. Right? Like I said, gotta have 5 side hustles. Literally 5 side hustles just to maintain a decent income. And there are people that will still say, you know, mostly boomers that will say, you know, X, Y, and Z, da, 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 da. Whatever. I never bought into the American dream, right? Never bought into it. And a lot of demographics were never able to assess the American dream anyway. I watched my grandma work until the day she died. The same woman that raised me. I watched her work 3 jobs the day she died. Okay? That dream wasn't accessible to her. Why believe propaganda? There's not enough people to show you that the American dream is a real thing. It's a scam. Like these people are saying, the American dream is a scam. We've been scammed. Y'all been scammed. But we, collectively, because I'm American too, we have been scammed into believing the American dream, the propaganda, land of the free. Ain't nothing free here. Like, nothing free. Nothing. You'll hear, you got these morons sometimes that'll say, hey, well, you know, you have free speech and da-da-da-da. No, you don't. We have censorship. We're more censored right now than ever in history. We're more censored right now than ever. We don't have free speech. And to be clear about that free speech line is only so the government can't censor you, not versus other people. So I don't know why people use that as a green light to say they can say racist shit because, well, the law says, I don't care what the law says. That's for censorship of the government, which we're being censored right now. If you go and say pretty much anything that, you know, dude don't like right now, and he finds you, he's gonna target you. That's censorship. Okay? People can't afford to live here. There are a lot of people saying they want. I don't blame people for wanting to leave. If I had the funds, I'll probably do the same thing. Don't have it. You ever been too poor to leave? You ever been too poor to get out of your situation that's costing you more to stay in? This is what we mean by how you boomers ruined it. You ruined it. You ruined it. Recklessly voting against your own interests for decades got us here, guys. You can argue all you want. The data is there. This is what happens when you vote against your own interests time and time and time and time and time and time again, or don't participate at all. And it's not just about voting. What I'm saying is we had a choice the recent year to go in another direction, and the vast majority of Americans on the racist side said, no, we want it like this. Now we getting it. We getting it full speed. We're getting it faster than I thought we would. That's just the truth. What y'all gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? I know how to live off of nothing. I've been poor. Most of you don't. Most of you don't know what it's like to live that way. Most of you don't know what it's like to go without necessities. Most of you don't know what it's like to hear the word no. This is not millennials' fault. This is not Gen Zers' fault. You Gen Xers, some of you Gen Xers too, y'all right up there with them damn boomers. I ain't get on y'all ass yet, but yeah, y'all another problem too, because a lot of y'all, and I ain't talking about zillennials. I'm not talking about late Gen Xers that kind of are millennials. I'm not talking about you. If currently right now you're over the age of 50, I'm talking about your ass. Flat out. I'm talking about you. The American dream is dead. This country is sinking. Fast. Send this to your boomers, man. Like the video, hype the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Ayo Bassel TV. See y'all on the next one. Peace.